Good morning. I slept pretty well last night. I did toss and turn a few times, but I woke up exactly at like 7:37, which is later than I normally do. Normally it's around like 6:30, 6 o'clock. I did wake up at 5, but that's way too early, so wow. But I feel great. Normally in the morning I change my pajama shirt from my base layer to like my daily shirt, then this until I warm up. And then I take my socks, so my Injinji toe liners, and then my regular socks I put over, and I shove them in my jacket to warm up. Because I'm not putting on cold socks. That's just like not a thing I'm doing. It's freezing. I went to go eat breakfast down at the shelter. I can't feel my fingers, and I just want this thing to warm up so that way my hands will be warm. They're just red and frozen. Oof. The last person to leave today, which is fine. I only have about 13 miles. Should only take me about 7 hours maybe. But my goal for tomorrow is to be the first person out, or one of the first people out, because I want to get to hot springs early and just like relax. All right, so out here you got to make sure you have electrolytes. So this one is with protein. This is 45 calories in itself, so we're just gonna add it to my water. So now I've got a Gatorade water bottle. I do still have my hand warmers in my gloves because it's cold. I cannot feel my toes right now, just in case you're wondering. And I think I'm gonna hike with this on for a little bit today until I warm up all of this on. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but the ground's frozen, like rock solid. Okay, so here's a good example of what today's gonna be like. All of this, like down here, is like really flat, but then it starts like going up and it levels out like up here. So we're gonna be going about 1,800 feet in 6 miles. So I gather that's pretty much what today is gonna be, except for the last 2 miles. I think it's just like a straight up shot. Yikes. But we're doing it. We're out here, we're doing it, and there's only one way, straight ahead. I'm having way too much fun out here. I should be like pushing through, but I'm taking my sweet time. And I don't know, it hurts less. So I don't mind if I get to the shelter like hours after everyone, as long as it's before dark. Moss look like a bear. That's a really cool tree. I don't know if you guys can see that. This tree right here, how it splits into 3 or 4. So it starts with 1 and then goes into a bunch just upwards. When I left camp this morning at 9:45, it was 28 degrees. Now it's about 11:30 and it's about 43 degrees. I don't think it'll get warmer than 50 today. However, I heard up at Max Patch, it's gonna be cold. But for now, we'll shed our layers. Ladies, here is a pro tip. If you are coming on the Appalachian Trail, get the Kula cloth, a pea cloth. Hangs on your back like this. Now it's Now it's time to climb up this big hill. So I'll go down here. Oof. It goes up and up and up and up, up and up there. And there. This hill is kicking my booty. These little green and purple plants, they look like my favorite plant back home. How pretty. Little white flowers. Wow, seriously? Like almost instantly. So I guess in the years past, you were able to camp on Max Patch, watch the sunrise. It was like the most beautiful thing you could ever see. But a lot of people have trashed it in the past years, and it was supposed to be open this year, but they extended it to 2026. So no camping on Max Patch, unfortunately. Let's go. It's really cool. You can see a few hikers sitting up there. I think that's Max Patch, but there's someone there, and then a couple people up there. Okay, but who put these here? I'm trying not to turn around and look at the view till I get there, but the stairs are making it harder to do that. I want to turn around so bad. Know what time it is. Salami, cheese, and avocado time. This place is magical. It's just like crazy to me that I've hiked through these mountains. I couldn't even tell you which mountains I've hiked through, but I can't, I'm proud of myself, but it just doesn't feel real. Still doesn't. I was hoping to come on this journey and be able to feel grounded, I guess, and I haven't found that yet. I still feel like I'm floating, but I have hiked those miles, and those hills were real. I mean, mountains. So, I mean, I've got a couple more months still, so it's still so very early. Max Patch was beautiful. Cold, but beautiful. 360 view. It also looked like, just tripped. It also looked like a bunch of day hikers go up there, just like individuals journaling, doing art, a couple of couples on blankets, some families. It wasn't too busy, but it was beautiful. So definitely check it out if you're in the area. Does anyone know what these yellow things are? Please help me out. They're like all over. I could have stayed up there for hours. It was just breathtaking. All right, this is the stage of the flower I have not seen on these plants. This could actually be the longest stretch of a flat and like slightly downhill of the entire Appalachian Trail so far. It's like the easiest part right after Max Patch. All right, just got word from Nutter Butter through text message saying that they're skipping Walnut Mountain Shelter and going an extra 1.5 to Catpin Gap, which I was already kind of thinking about doing just to shave off some miles for tomorrow so we can be in Hot Springs early. And this Walnut Mountain Shelter is kind of small, and I bet there's not very many tent sites either, but the shelter only holds 4. So I'm not mad about it. However, now I do have 4 more miles as opposed to only like 2 point something. So I will be getting in around 6 or 6:30. Not ideal, but I did take my time today, so I'm not too mad about it. Okay, the more I think about it, I am a little bit peeved. Mainly because why do it on the day where I was clearly like the last one to leave the shelter? I mean, not everyone knew I was, but when Soap left, it was like me and one other person, and it was pretty late. So, I mean, I'll still make it. I just, on a day that was like a lot of elevation, scenic area that's like popular, Catpin Gap said there's only room for like 3 tents, and there's like no water source at Catpin Gap. So I'm wondering like where their thinking behind this is coming from, but I'm still gonna go there, and I still love them to death. Even your tramily can piss you off a little bit sometimes. I just got another text saying they're pushing even farther to Phil's Gap. So now I had like 2.3, and now I have 3 miles still. And it's 4:50. Bro, seriously? I feel like crying. But it's okay. I'm just gonna suck it up. Like, I originally was thinking about going to Catpin or Phil's and pushing it anyways, but my legs are killing me. This incline after doing a lot of like casual walking is mentally hard. But I'm gonna put music on and I'm gonna push through. And my tramily, if you're watching this, I still love you guys. Oh, you're really pushing me today. Okay, yeah, that shelter was really small, and there's like no tent sites, so I get why they pushed on. I'm not as mad anymore, but my guess is I'm going up one of those 2 mountains for the campsite that they're at, but we will see. Gotta go down first.
Filming him? Are you recording?
Nutter Butter. Hi.
Lovely black lad called Willie. Yeah. But yeah, so got a fire going.
It was really fast through the Smokies, I thought, and then some standing there, I'm definitely slow.
Is you 0 there?
I am obviously like not mad at them anymore. We had a great time around the campfire. Cheesebox suggested I use my foil to make a quesadilla, so that was delicious. I ended up sharing it with him and found out that the yellow brick that Rifle started and Cheesebox carried is now a viral thing on Facebook on one of the Appalachian Trail groups. And once again, we heard from Rocky. I heard that he's trying to slow down his miles to hike with us for a while, but still haven't seen him. He left Hot Springs this morning, and we're going into Hot Springs tomorrow morning. So it sounds like he's about a day or two behind us. Sassafras called a hostel, and we decided we're gonna stay in a hostel tomorrow night. So when we get into town tomorrow, we'll do laundry and showers and then be in clean clothes, and we can wander the town and see Hot Springs, North Carolina. Thanks for following along, and good night. Sponsored by